ready, MP? You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played J Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against.
Oh, yeah? Then why were you wearing street clothes when we played you guys? Disciplinary reasons? That's mad fishy, bro.
Yo, I know you're not talking. You lucky you didn't have to guard me.
If you say so.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us.
He is a bucket, okay? A threat from everywhere. You can't give him any daylight.
He's a machine, bro. You can wait for him to make a mistake, but he never does. He's fundamentally sound.
And dude goes crazy in the clutch. GOAT mode stuff. That's why they call him Ice.
Casual. Lethal. I was at Steph Curry's camp with him last year. He had that aura about him. It's obvious he's gonna be a pro.
This game's gonna have a lot of eyes on it. You got Slam out there, overtime, scouts from everywhere. But Ice isn't the only monster on that team.
Fact.
Which means we've got a chance to do something special. Tyson's got a lot going for him. I don't care. He's 19th in the country. I get that. But he's never beat me. And they've never matched up against us. Everyone in this locker room, and I mean everyone, has worked like crazy to get here. Which means we've got talent too. So let's go out there and show those EYBL dudes why we were chosen to play this game. If you want me to kill a monster, then I'm going for the head. So if you trust me to take on Ice, then I'll trust you to handle the rest. Bring it in on me.
Let's go.
All for one on 3. 1, 2, 3. All for one! Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best player.
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
We've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
Taking a look at the starters for the Nike EYBL All-Stars tonight, it's Joey Johnson at point, with Jonathan Lack taking the 2 spot, Bryant Cologne and sharpshooter Tyson Ice McCall at the 3 and 4, and respectfully Al Pachunsi patrolling center. And you look at this WCBL All-Star lineup tonight, Devontae Mills is their floor general. He's joined by Jaden Moore in the backcourt. And then you have MP Drexel Carrington and Miles Thunderstone bringing the heat up front. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure gonna be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Black, good.
No hesitation. Lack got the ball, pulled up, and immediately took a shot.
Here's MP. Screen by Stone. To the paint. Nice pass led him right to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Using his unpredictability to his own advantage, a tough cover for any defense.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now here's more. Count the basket, and he makes his first shot of the game.
An absolutely great job on the screen. He removes the defender completely out of the equation.
Outside, Black. Pass to Cologne. Black. Now McCall. Outside for Johnson with 4 to shoot. And here's Black for 3. And it's stolen by MP. And here comes the break. Here's Moore, defended by Lack. And the way that Jaden Moore can cut right through a defense, it's impressive.
Like a hot knife right through butter. Even when you think you've taken away a lane or an angle, Moore still finds a way. For you gamers out there, it's almost like he's glitching through the defense at times.
Now here's Lack. And plenty of contact there on the shot, so 2 free throws are coming up.
Well, Lack knows when to assert himself offensively. Great job drawing the D's hand there.
And the first one drops. And the All-Stars deciding to make the switch here. He's perfect so far from the line. The West All-Stars trailing. Now here's Mills. Here's MP. Here's Schrader. From outside, it's off the mark. And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Now Harris. The 3. And Devontae Mills, good for 3.
I like Mills taking advantage of the situation there and firing when open.
Outside, Black. Back to McCall. Yermonenko. Pass to Lack. Here's Robinson. Here's Perchowski. And Perchowski throws it down.
And let me tell you, nobody, and I mean nobody, was going to deny him after he got that rebound.
Great second effort, and you knew how it would end.
Joe, you're right, but dunk aside, I'm impressed with the work rate he showed on that play. Way to stick with him.
And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect. expect, and I'm sure it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Good effort trying to get a hand in the face, but you have to be more.
Changes for the West All-Stars.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
McCall with the ball. 22 points for him. Pass to Lack. Right wing. Johnson for 3. Rebound goes to the WCBL.
He can do that, just couldn't connect this time.
Too much daylight for a shooter of his caliber.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
The pass, the shot, all superb.
The UIBL trailing. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players. This has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Now Carrington launches a 3. And Joey Johnson pulls it down. Pass to Lack. Great D that time from Drexel Carrington. It's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen away by McCall. Outside, it's Johnson. From the arc. No luck on that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half of play. The West All-Stars out in front, up by 2. And we'll return right after this break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. The West All-Stars leading this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Looking strong inside. Stone, he doesn't mind a little physicality on the way up.
Outside, McCall. Lack. There's the 3. Offensive board. McCall, good.
The thing about McCall, he's so active. You have to account for him every moment he's on the floor.
Here's Mills. He's got 6. Over Johnson. And MP throws it down.
How do you start building momentum and energy? With dunks like that.
Defense just has to adjust. You can't allow the other team to just own the rim.
And until they do, expect more plays like that one.
Now here's McCall. 24 for him. Pass to Cologne. Over Carrington. Off target from the baseline. The West with the ball. 4-point game. Here's more. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Look at those ball skills. Moore putting out the whole arsenal and getting the basket.
Now here's Lack. Cologne. Lets it go from deep. Lack knocks it down.
He's too good a shooter to leave open. That's a breakdown defensively.
On the wing, it's MP. Carrington down low, guarded by Cologne. And it's good for 2. And every time we've seen Carrington, he's found a way to add something to refine his game.
He does so much with his shooting and his defense that anything else he gives you is icing on the cake. But I love the work ethic he's shown to continue improving, and I'm interested in some cake after the game.
And here's Mills from outside. Buries it from three-point range. And here's the EYBL. Trailing by 8 here. Kicks it to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer's offline. Now here's Moore. The D right on him. Kicks it out to Carrington. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's McCall. Cologne on the outside. Kicks it to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. And that's good. Jonathan Lack hits the 3.
Showing off his range. Lack drained it like it was nothing.
The WCBL calls timeout. Both teams deciding.
Substitution for the EYBL All-Star. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Now Robinson. McCall outside. Robinson covered now by Stone. Count that one.
Nice to see that short jumper game from Robinson. That's good offensive versatility.
Here's MP. Pass to Corrado. Schrader. Down low. And the dunk by MP.
And on defense, absolutely no one stepping up to the challenge. Impressive move.
Yeah, credit him for good recognition, taking advantage of the opportunity.
And that sequence sort of tells the story of this game when you look up at the scoreboard.
Now here's McCall. Rebounded by Stone. Here's Corrado. Here's MP. Defended by Robinson. Pass to Harris. Here's Corrado. 5 to shoot. To the inside. And the basket by Stone. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
Their shooting percentage just keeps improving here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job sharing the ball. Good teamwork typically does result in high percentage shots.
Now here's McCall. Dermanenko outside. Robinson. Stone defending from 16 feet out. Here's Tombo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
I love how aggressive he was on that play. That's a tough one to defend.
Don't give up easy layups no matter what.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both at the line that time. Here's Schrader. Pass to Corrado. Schrader from past the arc. And Robinson pulls it down. And here's the EYBL. 11-point game. Tombo gets the bucket.
just appear to be worn down at the defensive end.
That's what playing a game in this kind of style does to you. The first two things you lose are your legs and your defense.
Brian Cologne, Jonathan Lack, Joey Johnson.
And here is Mills.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
Here is MP. Back to Mills. Fires for three. Nails it from three. And Mills so skilled with the ball in his hands.
Mills has some things he still needs to work on, but you can see the playmaking. It's already there. He makes his teammates better, and he does it with joy on his face.
Now here's Lack. Yes, and a nice assist from Joey Johnson.
Lack with a triple of his own. That's exactly how you respond to a three on your team.
Now here's Mills. Here's MP from outside the arc. The shot off that time.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made three. And once McCall's out in space, he's so shifty and almost impossible to match up with.
And the dunk by MP.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
The UIBL trailing. Outside, it's Johnson. A nice shot by Cologne.
Hey, finding a way. Cologne doing what he does in close.
Mills has it. Carrington down low, guarded by Cologne. Mills from deep. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 of 6 to start the game.
And right now, he is flat out feeling it from beyond the arc.
No gloves, just the hot hand, and they'd be smart to keep riding that.
Johnson, no good that time.
I think that one could have easily fallen for him.
The D may have done just enough there.
Outside Mills. Returns it to Carrington. Moore. Fires the three. And the West hits it again from deep.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
McCall, good.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
Now Carrington. Here's MP. Moore outside. Tries it from the top of the key. The EYBL All-Stars pull it in.
Impossible for them to come back now.
Too much work to do, not enough time to do it. His height allows him to beat other guys to those highly contested boards.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed. Against a very talented group, MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think the MP ceiling is sky high at this point.
Absolutely, Drake. And then for the EYBL All-Stars, a lot of talent, but not quite enough to get it done.
Well, Ice McCall, he did what he could, give him the credit, but at the end, they were just outplayed. Clearly, MP came out here to prove something, and it was not going to be denied. His effort was so strong.
Well, that'll do it for now. And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WCBL All-Star stun. The EYBL Select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, you know, for most of us, this is our first time playing together. First time playing a game at this level. And everybody came out and handled their business and came together when we had to in order to beat what's a talented team over there. This is an unbelievable win. Just unbelievable.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall. Not only did you win, you came with the MVP of tonight.
Was that your goal coming into tonight?
No, but yeah, I mean, I always try to win and do my best, and tonight I had to go through ice to do that, and y'all know how good he is. I definitely wanted to put on a show tonight. I knew if we'd won, I'd get a lot of attention. You know what? I wanted an MVP. I did. I thought I could do it, and I did it. So, yeah, power of positive thinking and all of that.
Well, congrats, MP. Thank you for your time.
I really appreciate it.
Turning into a really exciting season.
Well,
hey, there he is,
hey,
the man of the hour. Great game,
Good to see
MP.
you. Good to
Great
see you.
game, man.
Thanks. So do you think that made up for me being suspended?
Oh, well, it certainly can't hurt. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, now, let me give me a few days to get all my ducks in a row. We want to wait for some colleges to maybe show interest who didn't show any before, or maybe some who already liked you want to come forward, some bigger offers or better roles. We also still want to see where you land on the final 250 of the year.
Right.
When I get a full picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything,
Hey, that all sounds great to me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few dates, I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you.
already did.
All right.
All right. Hey, what's good, Tyson? Hey, man, I've been meaning to ask you one last question. Like, why do they call you Ice? Is it because you freeze up in clutch situations? Because, I mean, you look shook out there.
Congrats. Now you can watch me on TV and tell all the truckers at the diner you beat me once.
Ooh, nice sub. Hey, did you want some extra ham and mayonnaise mustard with that?
I would say I'll get you next time, but we're never gonna play again. You don't have a future in this, MP.
Right. Come here. Yeah. Look at that scoreboard. I mean, your jaws must be, like, killing you. Because I don't understand how you're talking right now.
Okay. I really hope you enjoy your shining moment,
Yeah.
but this is as good as it's gonna get for you, MP.
Oh, but it's so good.